your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today I'm going to be talking about Lyney's banner. By the way, if you happen to like the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. So I am recording this video on Sunday, and as of Sunday, Lyney's banner only made $4 million. His banner is doing pretty bad, very bad, especially with Yelan being on his banner. It's doing like really horrible right now. Genshin 4.0 came out Tuesday. I'm looking at this Sunday. You're looking at this video on a Tuesday, most likely. And on Tuesday, it's most likely going to still be either 4 million or maybe even 5 million. But if even that is the case, it's still doing pretty bad for like his first week. But why is his banner flopping? What is the big deal? Why is the number so low for a new patch? I don't have all the answers. I could probably give my 2 cents. They might be wrong. They might be right. I don't fucking know what's going on. Number one thing, the biggest thing that I can think of is, if you remember the Scaramouche drama, CN players hate Scaramouche. They want him removed from the game. They are most likely boycotting Lyney's banner because they do not like Scaramouche. We know that Scaramouche haters hate cats, and you know, with Lyney having the motif of a cat, that probably doesn't help either. Now, if Lyney's banner is doing this bad, I can't imagine what future male banners are going to be like. Is Nouvelette and Riathosely, I probably butchered that, are they going to have bad sales too because they're male characters? Are all future male characters going to do this bad in Genshin Impact? All because of some petty CN players? I heard that the Korean version of Lyney's trailer did pretty poorly because it had like a ton of dislikes in the video. And if you're wondering how you can view dislikes on YouTube, there's like a thing, an extension for Google Chrome that lets you look at the dislikes. Anyways, Lyney's trailer in the Korean version did pretty bad. It had a lot more dislikes than likes. So it's not just the CN player base that hates Lyney. The Korean player base hates him too. Hoyoverse is also hating on the CN player base as well. I recently heard that Hoyoverse took down a CN website that was basically like a Genshin poll. On this website, you can vote for your favorite Genshin character, and surprise, the top one is Zhongli. And you can also vote for your most hated character, and guess who that #1 spot is? It's Scaramouche. The website was about to add Lyney, but Hoyoverse decided to take down that website because I think Hoyoverse is getting tired of their shit. I don't know how true this information is. I just, saw that on 4chan. Anyways, because of these low sales, Hoyoverse might actually have to bend the knee to the CN player base. Worst case scenario, and this is more than worst case, this is like a dangerous case scenario, is that they delete Scaramouche from the game and refund Primo Gems to anybody that's pulled for Scaramouche. That sounds like a lot of work. They would have to rewrite the story a little bit. They would have to find out who pulled for Scaramouche and who didn't, and all that yada yada yada. I wouldn't want this to happen, and the possibility of this happening is pretty slim. It's pretty close to zero. Another way that Hoyoverse would have to bend their knee to the CN player base is to scrap away any future male characters they got right now and just start making more female characters. I don't want Hoyoverse to bend to the knee to the CN player base because I do think that the CN player base is acting a little petty right now, and I want Hoyoverse to do what they want to do with their game. But from a business perspective, since the CN player base is a big part of their profits, they might actually have to bend their knees a little. Because this is the first patch of Fontaine. This should be a big dollar patch. Now, the next half of this patch will include Zhongli, the CN fan favorite. So I don't think his sales are going to be like bad at all. They might be generally pretty good, but it will be a wait and see thing. Another reason why I can think of is why Lyney's banner is doing pretty bad is maybe because, people are starting to realize that in Genshin that you don't really need to spend money in Genshin. Just think about it. Once you have 8 characters built, you're basically, good to go. The only real reason you're pulling for more is either because you're a content creator that needs to make content, or you're just collecting the characters. There's really no point in having so many characters when you're not really doing too much with them. There's like really no content to really use these characters on other than the Abyss, and the Abyss just gets kind of stale. And with it resetting every 2 weeks doesn't really help its case either. Even miHoYo versus other games, Star Rail, the new character Kafka, she didn't even make top 3, and I was expecting her to make top 3 in banner sales because she was the most anticipated character. But then people probably realized that, you know, Star Rail doesn't really have that much going on for it either, and, you know, they kind of either dropped the game or they just saved for Kafka. So people that are playing these Hoyoverse games are starting to realize that there's no point in spending money in these games because there's really not much content to really use them on. As a result of Lyney's bad banner sales, I am pretty curious to know what, you know, the future banner sales are going to be like for Genshin Impact. I know recently, somewhere around like in 3.7, Hoyoverse did make a announcement that they are thinking about adding some new permanent thing to the game, which is ironic because last year in an interview they basically said that no, we're not going to be adding any new permanent content for Genshin Impact, but recently they just made a statement that just contradicted it. That is most likely because they've been looking at their numbers and they're realizing that they're not making as much numbers as they used to. And with Wuthering Waves on the horizon, Hoyoverse needs to come up with some way in order for players to be retained in either Genshin or Star Rail. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents about Lyney's banner flopping. Let me know what you guys think. Am I right or wrong? Agree or disagree? Why do you think Lyney's banner is flopping? And I'll see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.